compared to 4 matches, 25% for Bigatron Alpha.
SRG 50-50. Blue side and red side, 4 matches.
Well, it looks it's a good start, right, for Bigatron right now then, if they're on blue side. And the bans are coming through very quickly. And, oh man, this is what we mentioned, right? We mentioned the Jawhead and the Moskov being two of very important and imperative heroes to SRG's comp so far. And both of these heroes have actually been banned out by Bigatron.
Bigatron Alpha here, very, very good on their research. And let's see, will it come to fruition? Because I believe SRG, after a tough day yesterday, they too have their reparations. Though, Bigatron Alpha, I mean, Amon getting his Granger.
Stick to what works. He got a Savage, or Savage, as the asset earlier mentioned. With this hero, very, very OP and can win the lane really, really easily. Now, Selangor Giants, they're forced to kind of reply to this one. But from the track record, they're not really the usual type that just goes for a counter right away here, but it's going to be... Oh yeah, the Luoyi is still on the board. I completely forgot about that. So, Bigatron Alpha, do they want to actually try to, go ban for ban with the Valentina here? Or is that a bit too much for Moreno? Because Valentina is also Moreno's hero.
I wonder if they want to fight fire with fire, not in that way, but more in a map
Chip?
control kind of way. Yeah, exactly. I wonder if they want to experiment with the chip. I mean, technically, TLID's been the only team, I believe, to pick up the chip. Do you think Bigatron Alpha can pull it off?
Maybe, but I think the chip was especially used to counter Innocent's Moskov, and now that Innocent is off the board, it should be less of a chance for Bigatron Alpha to pick that one off. But let's see though, there's still a lot of frontliners that's up for taking. Hylos might be an option. It was an option earlier for Falcon Esports to kind of chase down the Luoyi. But speaking of chase, there's chase here in the Hilda, and also gotta watch out for the Hayabusa early kill pressure. Super Ken is very mechanically gifted in this hero.
Do you still think that that's true?
Yes, I guess.
Yes. Okay. Full belief and confidence in Super Ken's Hayabusa. We'll see exactly how this pans out. They pick up the Hilda as well. Hilda, very known to be very invasive, and obviously it can disrupt the farming pattern that is done by assassins, including the Hayabusa. So now, to close out the drafts of the first phase, SRG, what do you think they're going to prioritize here?
It's going to be a Harith for Innocent, which boasts a 67% win rate out of 3 matches, and it's a good matchup against the Granger, very obviously. Not really getting easily chased by the Hilda. Yeah, this is pretty much a standard one for Selangor Giants. Let's see what they have to offer in the second phase, who's going to make or break the draft here. So far, it has been a bit... I would say I prefer the first phase of Selangor Giants just slightly.
I see your...
Don't forget to like and comment. Thank you.
The Granger and the Hayabusa, but I feel like they lack in crowd control. So I guess that is where Bigatron Alpha should focus on more in the second phase. SRG though, again, they're kind of forced here to ban the Novaria. Doesn't want the Granger Novaria combo to be in the same composition.
Also, I think they need to find some winning lanes, right? Granger versus Harith. Luoyi, how do you win a lane against the Luoyi? That's why Novaria was such a great ban.
Yeah.
Because of the range that she has in order to clear those waves.
I think the way you win a lane against a Luoyi is not so much for the 1v1s or the pure on battle of mid laner. You gotta realize that Hayabusa is there, and this is probably the best counter for a Luoyi in the early game. Once you get level 4, it's pretty much a kill threat right away for the mid laner of Selangor Giants, and Stormy has to watch out for that potential. Usually, if you see like Onyx Esports play Hayabusa, they always try to camp the mid bush just after Kairi secured a level 4 against Luoyi. So they might want to replicate that here, Bigatron Alpha.
Let's see here, will they replicate that or will they go on another approach? Last man, focus down on Cram here. Phoveus and Lucas out of the board. So Bigatron Alpha, they want to secure that lane, that EXP. Though, Sicilian and Valentina is still on the board. Bigatron Alpha, which one do you prefer?
So I think there is still a lot of option here for the mid laner of Pikachu Alpha. Aurora comes to mind just to kind of counter if the diversion was right on Pikachu's faces. If the Frigid Glacier was timed perfectly, then it's pretty much a death trap for SRG. And I like this pick also. Badang was on my mind earlier, and Hayabusa does not do the greatest against a Badang, but we gotta also you know, no doubt that so far Badang didn't really have a good time on the roaming area. So maybe Slangory Giants wants to kind of segue this towards an EXP lane more than roaming pick. So far, 3 out of 12 matches, I believe, Badang win rate on the roaming area. But for Pikachu Alpha, it's light on the show. A staple back then for RSG Philippines, now bringing it back to the Red Robots.
And also the Veil pick.
Yeah, crowd control.
Right? You mentioned that. You mentioned they need some more tools, and tools they got. Veil pick up at 100% win rate, by the way, during SPS so far, 3 times being picked up. But we haven't really seen Moreno on the Veil just yet. So we're going to see the debut performance coming out from Moreno himself as SRG. What's the answer here? Do they flex the Badang into the EXP lane? Do they look for something different for Yums instead? Jawhead's off the board. Khalid?
Okay.
Hylos. All right.
Okay.
So who's going where?
I still believe that Badang will fall in the EXP. But there you go, Cram Hylos. So it's gonna be Yums Badang.
Now, everything is on the line here, boys. Everything is on the line for both of these teams. They do want to get match point as fast as possible if they want to continue in their tournament lives. Last time, SRG were unable as well to secure the trophy. And I'm pretty sure there is a hint of revenge and redemption that they want to prove. So, Sheffin, Goni, take it away.
This is make or break, win or go home for SRG and Pikachu Alpha. Well, SRG is already home, but it's gonna be hard for them to actually pull this off. Their opponent is one of the better teams in Indonesia, Pikachu Alpha, with their newfound roamer in light. As Badang welcomes us to the game, who will proceed to the playoffs of Snapdragon Pro Series Season 6 Challenge
Don't
Finals.
forget to follow and subscribe. Thank you. Kanjut.
This match is very crucial. One more position left to the playoffs. Will it be the team from Malaysia, the home country of SPS, or will it be the Red Robots in Bigatron Alpha?
Okay, so we're gonna see here Louis staring at a rock. Badang is a bit late to destroy that rock here. But yeah, speaking of about the draft here, I feel like, again, the Badang roam is a bit questionable in terms of win rate, but I can see what they're trying to do here, trying to deter the engages coming from Cho, and also just Supercan's mobility, and also has some CC immune potential against a Veil, so it does his job quite beautifully, as Luke will just try to help Supercan to clear the camps, and it's gonna be able to have the advantage here in terms of timing against Sekais.
And also this Veil pick, right? It makes sense. With the Novaria, you can spot out the teleportation, but with the Veil pick, you can crowd control and break the momentum that SRG is trying to build.
Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the emblems that these two teams are picking right now. Interestingly enough, Rupture for Mr. Luke. So a lot of emphasis towards more damage and maybe winning the lane for himself. Supercan, watch Shadow towards the front.
Not level 4 yet here, so nothing too crazy from both teams. The lethal, though, will fall for the SRG side.
Yeah, really annoying so far. Yums with the Badang just being a pest, an annoyance towards a Light. So far, Light, gotta watch out, might have to burn the flicker here.
Playing it safe. No flicker for the first turtle, though, for Light. SRG, a small dub that might actually translate to the mid game.
They're gonna rotate up top here. Look at the wave clear from Sekais. Also gotta watch out. Supercan is not level 4 just yet. Meanwhile, Sekais is, and it's gonna prolong the miserable early game or farming pattern here from Supercan compared to Sekais.
Not a good start here for the jungler from the side of Bigatron. Not level 4 in almost the first 2 minutes. No killing pressure from the side of Bigatron Alpha. SRG, very, very good start now, though. Light actually isolated without his flicker. Might actually be taken down here. SRG looking for that first blood. Light spacing is good, but in the top lane is actually Luke providing vision and info for his team. SRG, will they focus down on Luke or will they focus down on Turtle?
Incredible cover there from Moreno with the knockup. Meanwhile, Stormy gonna get pounced on by Luke.
See here, the Turtle comfortably secured by Sakai's. The damage, though, will be enough to take first blood. Bigatron Alpha here might want more, but that's going to be the flicker from Stormy. So that's a kill for the Turtle.
Wow, something
Bent there, so I don't know. Bigatron Alpha, good 2 kills, and I guess they have slight compensation. Take a look at the economy here. Even though they lost the Turtle, but they got the gold lead.
Okay, a gold lead to build on in this early of a game. I'm curious to see if Luke wants to, you know, invest more towards the damage with a Fury Hammer early just to kind of win out the lane against Cram. But that remains to be seen so far. Ken, a good item here. Tough Boots just to lessen the CCs that's going to come from Slango Regent, which is many, especially in Yumes. So defensive maneuver there in terms of itemization. As Light so far, man, he gotta watch out for this, man. He's been overextending quite a few times. Good dodge there, but still.
I mean, that's just his playstyle, I believe, here, Sheffrin, right? Providing info, providing vision for his team. And, I mean, he wants the whereabouts of Luoya. I think that's the most important thing to do here from the side of Light. He wants Stormy in his eyesight. And for now, Stormy's positioning, Stormy's movement is actually restricted. Now Luke in the top lane, actually Sakai is able to find him, and that's a good juke. Again, either Luke, either Light, they want the position of Stormy.
Okay, Luke with, oh my goodness, just a drive-by towards the mid lane. Meanwhile, the bottom lane.
That's, again, Innocent just popping the Shaman Force to have a safe clear. And again, for now, 4 minutes in, Stormy's ult isn't really effective because of Light's just casual, just so annoying. And now it's going to be the second Turtle. Let's see here, Bigatron Alpha, will they be able to do something? Sakai's is in the backside. Oh, that's a good knock-up, and Moreno was able to burst Sakai's down. Now it's going to be Luke being the trade, but that's going to be the jungler from the side of, Innocent finds the Turtle, and that's going to be SRG finding the Turtle, but they got another takedown. That's going to be Yumes taken out.
Gotta say, it's a bit unfortunate for Bigatron Alpha. They just missed out on the retribution. But overall, on the grand scheme of things, I feel like Bigatron Alpha played that a bit better than Slango Red Giants. Mainly the fact that Luke was able to divert the attention away from some of the members away from Bigatron Alpha, and Moreno is up for is very much so fast with the Valor up, and now Super Ken might be in trouble here.
Yeah, that's a good diversion. This is what I'm talking about, right? I mean, Light wasn't able to find Stormy, but that's a good basic attack by Super Ken. That is an intelligent play by SRG and also Super Ken.
Let me tell you, man, if that's not a Tough Boots, he would have been dead. And the fact that Super Ken didn't use... gotta watch out first.
Yep, Shaman Force here will try to force that kill. Wasn't able to, and that's gonna be the way of Dragon actually securing Innocent. And SRG now, they need to reset. Because turret in the bottom side will fall, and that's gonna be Yumes chunked almost to a what? Almost taken down there. And that's Bigatron Alpha just calmly controlling the map.
Just a bit too aggressive there, a bit too deep by Mr. Innocent. Gotta watch out for that because the punish will be immediate if you don't have that Purify ready after that Wave of the Dragon. But man, oh man, let's go back to the Turtle earlier. The fact that... maybe I gotta watch out first.
Now, Dragon on towards Cram here. Revitalize popped. That's enough damage, though, to take him down with Moreno. And as well as Emon there to deal the damage.
Man, Eman, like, no matter how bad the whole Bigatron Alpha is playing, usually Eman has like a crazy kitty. Like, we saw 7-0-2 when Bigatron Alpha was actually not leading in kill department against one of their opponents in day number 2. And now Eman is still 1-0-3. I don't know if he built a Sky Piercer yet or not, or he decided to buy it or not. But it is a good early game for this Granger as Luke wants more attention again.
Yeah, he's sandbagging and he will be deleted. Super Ken though will find the turtle, so this time it will be Bigatron Alpha collecting the neutral objective but losing a teammate.
Okay, Super Ken knows that. He wants to go for this one, but they want to actually commit to it.
Oh, lights, flicker, Jet Kundo, and that's a way of dragging. The damage will not be enough though, as the lights will be the trade. That's actually Super Ken jumping in, both roamers down and out.
Okay, a bit of a ballsy play there by Light. The follow-up was not, or maybe immediate, but the fact that Slang Over Giants was able to kind of damage control with the whole team being there for, the one that's kicked earlier, was able to somehow make this engage not really that beneficial for Bigatron Alpha, despite them right now being up 2k gold lead. And Eman, just the usual favor boots in the 8th minute. So I expect a lot more gold to be put on this guy's pocket when he has an assist or kill.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first game, and for now, 8 minutes in, Bigatron Alpha, they are ahead in gold and in map control. That's the diversion there from the side of SRG. Does Bigatron Alpha sniff this one out? Now Luke taking a lot of damage, but
what?
that is the burst potential
Oh
from
my
Moreno
God.
and Eman. Eman now claiming double, looking for the triple. Stormy flickers out of danger, but that's
What?
Moreno wanting blood. Bigatron Alpha saying a statement as Light just being a pesky Joe, and that's gonna be the Light actually collecting and securing the kill. A wipeout for Bigatron Alpha in game 1.
Well, that's Luke it will die happily knowing that the whole team just wiped out Selangor Red Giants. What a bait! And the fact that Moreno was quick on the uptick and just followed through with a knockup, and that 3-man Jet Kundo from Light to follow up by the icing on the cake with that flicker forward knockup from Moreno. Man, I didn't know that was possible. New tech, I gotta say. It feels like the moment when I got to chess club in middle school and they did an Ong Pasang, Gani. Do you know an Ong Pasang?
I do know Ang Pasang.
Yeah.
5,000 gold lead though, in the mid-game here. Very comfortable. SRG, they need to figure things out. Diversion. Is this the right play? Towards the backside. Senkai
my
finds
God.
an angle, but the damage isn't gonna be enough just yet. Light, first one to fall, followed by Hughes. Both roamers down and out. Innocent, though, will be caught. Amon with the positioning, looking for the double cram, in trouble. It's going down for the side of SRG as the second time in this game they are wiped out.
A second wipeout in a span of 2 minutes. Selangor Red Giants crumbled right now. Their hopes are dying down in this 10 minutes of a game as they get the holy shit in the mid lane too. Everything is going right for the red robots.
Everything is going right for the Red Robots. Everything is going worse here for SRG. It was 5,000, 2 minutes ago, and now it's 8,000 gold lead built up by Bigatron Alpha. Things are not looking good, but again, with Louis, with Harith, you have some sort of good high ground with the outplay potential. Let's see, though, will it happen? Because Bigatron Alpha so far, very, very coordinated regarding the team fights.
Okay, now they're gonna calm down a little bit because those kind of engages are sometimes a bit unnecessary. But Cram, Glorious Pathway.
That's the burst. That's a knock-up. Moreno out of position, punished. Stormy, though, not ideal HP as a Light looking for the conceal. That's Flicker from Stormy in the mid lane. Actually, they're able to find the base turret, and now Shaman Forge. Oh my goodness, Innocent is in trouble and he falls. That is Bigatron Alpha responding, but Luke now sandbagging, taken down. Selangor Red Giants actually wasn't able to fully recover just yet. Light with the Jet Kundo, and Humes will fall. Take a look at Bigatron Alpha as they move onwards. SRG, will they be able to defend with this Glorious Pathway already built up? And it does seem like they're able to clear the wave in the mid lane.
They're gonna regroup just a bit. Bigatron Alpha, but I don't think they're finished just yet. Just want to take down some holy shields or maybe just give a bit of damage towards the frontliner of SRG. But man, oh man, that was Oh my goodness!
That's a diversion. That's him on. Oh my goodness, good positioning, good spacing as the follow-up. The reinforcements, the red robots coordination was just too good.
Man, I know that you want to catch Eman off guard, but it's how many times is it earlier? You know, Eman with the beautiful figure to dodge the diversion play and the stunts from Sekai's earlier, and now this time around, he smells it, man. He knows the pattern of SRG. They can't be forcing the diversions like this. It's gonna kill them, actually.
Let's see Luke here trying to mess up the backlines. That's a mistake. That's a knockup, and that's gonna be Luke and actually Super Ken losing the immortality. Super Ken falls.
Oh!
Diversion, catching multiple bodies there. Luke very low. Without the immortality, he will surely fall. And that's gonna be actually Bigatron Alpha losing this time. This is why the Luo Yi is such an important role here. And this might be the turnaround.
Only about 18 seconds towards the Lord. Can SRG use this advantage towards their favor? 4.5k gold lead so far for Bigatron Alpha as we're going to take a look at the damage leaderboard. Eman leading the charge. Not surprising there. The Death Sonata, the Rhapsody has been very on point except for the previous fight. I was actually surprised by the fact that BTR does not want to just bounce out knowing the diversion was there. Instead, they're trying to set up a trap with only...
Right, Chow Force popped. Oh my goodness, Sakai calmly finds the Retribution light, goes down. And that's a win for SRG. That diversion play, bottom side. This is SRG showing good signs here in the first game.
Man, they can be throwing again like this, man. They're known as Big and Throw before. Do they want to actually recreate it again in this case in SPS Challenge Finals? This is not a time. This is a do-or-die match which will send you to elimination if you don't win this match.
I mean, let's see. Mirko is definitely on his toes. Bigatron Alpha still leading in gold. I don't know, I believe SRG have equalized here. Now let's see here. Turrets should fall left and right here for the side of Bigatron. As SRG, they will be on the offense here. 14 minutes of the game. Lower top lane. Enhanced one will charge the base turret in the top side. And that will be the first base turret for SRG. Let's see the defense from the side of Bigatron Alpha. Will they have enough though? As SRG, I think they're gonna play it slow.
Yeah, they can play it slow right now because they have the gold lead surely after this turret take in the bottom lane. And right now they have the, not really the map control in terms of like the turret, but they are definitely has the momentum. The Malaysian representative that's not gonna want to go down just yet as the mid lane minion will go down.
Glory's Pathway put down. That's the knockup. Humes able to get out of that sticky situation. But Bigatron Alpha, they have defended their last remaining base turrets here, being in the mid lane and in the bottom side of the map. So SRG and Bigatron Alpha here hit the reset button. Gold-wise, it's equalized. Item check though.
Okay, let's see the items though. Super Ken is almost a full build here, just one item away to do it. As we're gonna take a look at some of the differences of the gold that has been amassed. Not much of a difference actually, even in the gold lane department. So everyone has their chance, but the thing is, it's a marksman for Bigatron Alpha, but it's a Harith for Innocent in Selangor Giants. So the scaling is not going to be as good for Mr. Innocent and Selangor Giants. Can they actually do or make a good team fight for Innocent though? Because like this Harith, we saw a lot of great plays yesterday with Benny, just 1v5ing towards the preferred target with his Amant Force. If you can actually make those hero plays, I feel like Selangor Giants will have a decent chance or a solid chance in this late game. And EXP Graph right now is just all equal from now on.
Yeah, I mean, Bigatron, they have won the early, the mid, but they lose out on control. They lose out on momentum. SRG with the Luo Yi, they can be more creative here in looking for angles and plays.
Yeah, and they have a solid frontline or two in Cram. He can stay in the frontline as long as he wants. But look, once again, taking a lot of beating. Does Bigatron Alpha wants to contest for this one as Light. Gotta watch out for the flags.
Now with the conceal here, looking for an angle. Potentially the gold, the mid, or the jungler here. But it does seem like Bigatron Alpha was able to delay the Lord take. That was almost committed by SRG.
Yeah,
Stormy
Eman.
has to recall.
Yeah. And Eman's gonna be very vital here because he's the one that's gonna give the vision for Bigton Alpha and at the same time trying to just chunk up the HP bars away from Slangored Giants for Super Ken and crew to be able to execute this one better. Super Ken, gotta watch out for those little stunts from Badang, man, because earlier when he went for a dive in a base, that was the mistake, the miscalculation on the CCs that's gonna come from the opposing side. This is Hayabusa. Yes, you have a tough boots, but what can you do when you got stunned by multiple members? Then you're just gonna die without being able to use the ultimate.
Lord's Pathway popped. Diversion, do or die. Sakai finds the Lord. That's a shadow kill here. Committed. Graham being the recipient, but he will fall. Immortality popped left and right, but Amon secures one kill. Two members here has to pay the price for the Lord.
Okay, so breathing room for Bigton Alpha, but the Lord is gonna come and cram about 30 seconds left. They can actually manage this Lord before they get into the base for a better timing with Cram and also Stormy when they're up, and they did so. And Bigton Alpha didn't just try to camp the Lord in the top lane. Slangored Giants did a good job, or maybe they do here. Super Can baited out the Zamana Force, and Eman will try to clear this one as fast as possible because before the rest of the members of SRG is there.
Yeah, this Lord is technically a non-factor here if they play it right. It seems like SRG wants to spoil the party though with the conceal here. Yumes, good response by Bigatron. Lord is still up. So Bigatron Alpha, they need to take care of that. That's their main priority right now.
Okay, and in terms of like the frontliner that you have to be able to defend this space, this is not the greatest out there. Hilda and also Chao is a single target heroes. No big AOECC that's gonna come out from Bigton Alpha. They need to make their fortune without some of the engages that Big TR is capable of.
That's a knock-up on towards Cram. Flicker from Stormy to get to safety. And now they might actually look for an angle here, both teams, but it seems like both teams here pretty tight, and they will disengage.
Okay, now the kill count really does not matter anymore. Does not matter anymore. Bigton Alpha is leading about 11, doubling the kill count of Slangored Giants, but at this time around, it's all about the macro play. It's all about the split-second decision that they have. Look at the gold graph. It amounts to nothing at this point. This is building up to be a good late game for both of these teams. Already about 20 minutes elapsed in this game. Moreno uses or bought the Lightning Truncheon just for extra burst damage, which is really good, especially for the backliners of SRG that does not have a magic defense. So that's something that they need to watch out for. The Winter Crown is going to come. The Immortalities, the item swaps has to be a bit more precise from this point on.
Well, it seems like it's just an equal game. 20 minutes in for both of the teams here. They are playing it very, very carefully. Again, the team that wins this series will move on to the next step of SPS. So both teams really want the win here. And of course, game one will build that momentum. Seems like they have committed bodies in the mid lane. Oh, Cram and Luke now taking a lot of heat. Take a look at Super Ken in the backside. Finds an angle. Shadow kill as well. Karam now very low. Oh my goodness. Barely surviving. Immortality pop up. That's Moreno with the knockup. Lights looking to secure and be a pesky roamer. But that's SRG just disengaging.
But they can engage right away after this because right now Super Ken and crew cannot take this Lord just yet. No real damage that can be done towards the Lord before they take care of the housekeeping here in the top side with the lanes. They're a bit... Advantage is actually on towards Slangored Giants, but they can play this one a bit more... If they can play this one a bit more intelligently, then everyone has their chance.
See here, SRG already. Again, Diversion. Conceal as well, committed. The backside, that's an angle. Oh my goodness, Imando finds a kill, but Moreno will fall down. Now Super Ken jumps in and trying to find something, but Iman now isolated, and that is SRG with the angle. He bought their mortality in time, but for what? As SRG, they got wiped twice, but Bigatron Alpha, they got wiped out this time.
Winning it when it matters, wipeout at the end of the game as Sekais just cleans up the house of the Red Robots. Match points to the playoffs for the Malaysian representative.
SRG really recovered, and they show why they...
That Stormy has brought in this game, using one of his favorite hero, 94% kill participation. Seems like it's on brand for Luo Yi's to have that much participation in the team fight, and also that the cooldown reduction emblem to be able to spam diversion much more often. Man, oh man.
I mean, this was Super Ken's great escape. But other than that, I mean, SRG, this is why I wasn't really convinced with Bigatron Alpha's Elite. They got the Hereth, they got the Luo Yi, they can play around the map more. And we saw that from Stormy. Here, Stormy was a couple of times, 3 times he was taken down, but overall, he was the difference maker in this game. And that is where Bigatron Alpha should think about coming game 2.
For sure. I mean, Shefan even mentioned, right, in the drafts that the Luo Yi will have a more of a difficult time, especially against a hero like the Hayabusa. The kit that Luo Yi has doesn't necessarily have a defense mechanism against assassins like this, but when it came down to the end portion of the game, when it came down to the late game portion of the game, we see this. We see that Stormy, time and time again, keeps looking for opportunities. Sure, first time, second time, third time, maybe didn't work out for them, but that last moment was imperative, and the way that they escape after they get these lords were also very important for them to, you know, quickly recalibrate, I would say, for a more better lord push on his part.
I mean, this was it, right? The final fight. Only Karam got taken down here in this big 5v5. And that is based off one Stormy angle there. Stormy play.
Her head was down, face locked onto the phone. And I wished I had a number so I could be color unknown. And then I tell her to look into my eyes and never let it go.